Only 6 more days to go. That's right, only 6 more days. And the winter's coming. And I'm sure we'll see dragons over Westeros. Yes, Game of Thrones Season 7. Only 6 more days left, and then we can find out what Cersei Lannister's going to do with the throne. Oh dear me. And will we find out if Jon Snow discovers who his real mother is? All these questions and more could be answered in this next season. Pie, she loves it though. Game of Thrones, she can't get enough of it. I've watched the old seasons over and over again. It's one of those things you can never get tired of it, and you just pick up new stuff all the time. It is one of the best series that I think I've ever seen. A long time ago, a few people recommended I watched it, and I don't know, I just didn't really fancy it. And then one day I was sitting there doing nothing, and I thought, oh, go on, I'll have a look. And I watched just one episode, and that's all it took. And you're completely and utterly hooked on it. It's an addiction. I really can't wait until next Sunday. I've been so looking forward to it, and it seems like forever since season 6 finished. Anyway, not long to go now. We've got the friends from the mountain coming down today, and Pie's just now picking some vegetables, and they're going to start cooking. It's great though, growing your own food like this. Very, very tasty, fresh. Just can't beat it.
This one I say nga.
No. And these were only planted just a few weeks ago. Unbelievable. Pie's mum and dad have done really, really well out of the shrimp, what the Thais call gung. It's so popular, this morning they sold 400 bahts worth. Unbelievable. So what they want to do now is really start cultivating them as well. They are prolific in the way they breed, but what Dad wants to do is basically build another pen and then sort of store them in there until they get a little bit big, and then put them straight in the pond so they can do what they like and feed and get nice and big and fat. Which is a great idea, because it will be another source of continuous income if they can do it right. And of course we've already got the pond, so it's, you know, it just makes perfectly good sense to utilise it as best you possibly can. The shrimp of course are a real favourite amongst Thais, and absolutely no problem selling them whatsoever. The fish trader should be on his way very shortly, so we'll be making more sales today. You can see over there that Dad's now got the pump going, and we're pumping water out. And it's a classic example of, you know, battling Mother Nature. It was only a couple of months ago that we were having to pump water in furiously to keep the water level up to a reasonable level because of the evaporation with the heat. And now, of course, there's so much rain, we're having to pump it out. Now, this will solve 2 problems. One, it'll allow the fish trader to come and harvest a little bit easier, and it will let Dad finish off this pen, get that staked in properly. And then once that's done, we'll start emptying the other pond. And then whatever fish is in there will get put in the pen. And then they'll treat this and then refill it. Now the guys that are coming today are Dad's friends from the mountain in Doi Long. Lovely fellas they are, they're really nice folks, and what they'll be doing today is helping Mum and Dad to plant rice. Now this rice is for steam rice, and it has to be planted by hand. So they've got all these little bushels of rice ready to go, and hopefully within the next hour or so they'll be on the farm helping Mum and Dad. Brilliant, isn't it? And then of course when they've got to plant theirs, Mum and Dad will go over to theirs and give them a hand. And there you go, that's the bushels. Now we're only going to plant up sort of this area. It won't be used to sell, it'll be used to eat, so this is purely for ourselves. But it's all going to be planted by hand. So you'll get to see today traditional rice planting. It is back-breaking work because you're continuously bent over. I'll give it a go, see how difficult it is. But they do tell me that it is, you know, hard work. It just really plays on your back. As you can see, Dad's laid them out in little places just to make it easier. Should grow really well in here though. It's well and truly flooded. As you guys know, Pi and I are off to see Gordon tomorrow at his farm. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I can't wait to have a look at that cattle shed that he built. Last time I saw it, it was just trusses on the ground. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Be nice to see Gordon and of course Jeff, and yeah, spend a few hours with them. Dad's down there checking on the little shrimp nets, just making sure there's a little bit of food in the containers that attracts them in. Just beautiful out here this morning though. Well, it's breakfast time at the farm and all the food's being prepared. Meat, I've got mine sitting here. That's canned pilchards in tomato sauce. It's a nice hot sticky rice. Absolutely delicious, I love it. Oh, Pi, she never ceases to amaze me. There she is, look. Helping the guy to drag the net in. But she loves it. She really does love it. Especially when it comes to anything with fishing. She can't get enough of it. She is tenacious, so I'll give her that. There's no denying that she's an exceptional person. She really is. Oh, I love it a bit. Just so everything about her I love. She just don't mind getting stuck in. As you can see, Mum and Dad's friends have just turned up and they've already started planting the rice. You can see now why it's such back-breaking work though, because you are bent over all the time. But the speed that they do this with is just unbelievable. I guess, you know, it's like anything else, you get used to doing something, and the more you get used to it, the quicker you become at it. But that should be a sea of green in the next hour or so. So there you go guys, that's how your steamed rice is produced. That's how they plant it. And as you can see, it is back-breaking work. My father-in-law was saying it's not too bad when it's really cloudy and you know, cool. Obviously because you don't get beat up by the sun, but now the sun has started to come out. Look, we've actually started to get some blue skies up there. Typical, isn't it? But yeah, that is, yeah, it's hard graft. As I said earlier, this is not designed to sell. This will be the dinner table. My father-in-law is really lucky that he has such some very good friends. But again, you know, as I said to you before, community effort. Although they don't live in this community, they live in Doi Long. But it doesn't alter the fact that they come and help. And then when they need help, Mum and Dad will go over there. And that's the way it works. It does cut down on the labour costs. because that'll kill you up here. It's just, you know, there's not an awful lot of profit, as you know. But of course, when you're growing it for yourself to eat, there's no profit in it at all. So everybody helps one another, which is really, really nice. It's just a great community spirit. Well, the fish results are just in. 116 kilos and 4,640 baht. So we're very close now to hitting the break-even mark, which is absolutely brilliant. We do have plans though, of course. That net is going to get finished off real soon. We'll just keep pumping the water out and then sort that out. And then sometime, hopefully later this week, if not the beginning of next week, we'll go back up to Wiang Chai and go and buy a load more stock. Fantastic, isn't it? This time though, it'll help with that net because we'll be able to basically cover it as well. Yeah, we'll keep those birds off of it. We do suspect we've lost a huge amount of snakes and birds, but again, for the first attempt, and we're nearly breaking even, in my book, that's pretty good going. There's still a lot of fish in here. That's another customer. One of the locals in the village just came and bought another 3 kilos of fish. And Dad just pulled these out of the pond. Now I did say that the shrimp in the pond are almost a byproduct. I mean, they're going to be there and they do breed prolifically. But to give you an idea just how good this is, Mum and Dad in the last 7 days have made 2,200 baht from these little shrimp. So yeah, a nice little earner for them. We'll keep that one going. There you go, happy customers. As you can see, they've finished planting the rice field now, the 2 little paddies, and that'll all be steamed rice. But a lot of people have asked me if the tilapia breed, and yes they do, and they breed prolifically as well. They're another lot. They do produce quite a number of offspring, and when they're really, really tiny, they're almost impossible to see. But here's one. Now you can see just by the size of my finger just how small it is. Remember, I've got little hands. He's just tiny. So there you go. That's what a little tiny baby tilapia looks like. Cute, isn't he? And everybody's sitting there eating now. A well-deserved lunch. Yeah, the sun's come out, look. Maybe, just maybe, the motorbike might be coming out tomorrow. Lovely. Fingers crossed. I'd love to ride through Turn where Gordon lives. It is so beautiful. On a motorbike, unbelievable through there, so fingers crossed this holds out. Well, it's been another brilliant day, loads and loads done, fish sold, shrimp sold, rice planted. Yeah, I mean, it's all go, we never stop. It's a great way to live, it really is. There's always something going on, always busy, keeps you entertained, that's for sure. Well, that's about all from Pi and I. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Whatever you do, have a fantastic day and stay safe. Don't forget, guys, please subscribe, share and like. It does make a difference. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.